Hello, Romans here and welcome to another music review. I review every album from a viewpoint of a musician, as I'm a singer, songwriter and a bass player for my own group Jakubej, and we have released our debut album called Pursuits in Life. What makes it unique is that it's a heavy prog rock without guitars. Instead you have drums, bass, saxophone and keyboards. You can check out all of our music videos on my YouTube channel.
So make it count every day you can start anew. I want you to scream, life is now. There's nothing you can get through. Just don't give up the dream, yeah.
And in the description of all these videos you will find all the information about where is the record available. It's available on all digital platforms like Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, iTunes, Amazon, Bandcamp, but also in this digipack version of a CD with a very beautifully illustrated 20 pages long booklet. So in case you want one, all you need to do is contact me via an email, on Facebook or on Instagram, or you can get one through Bandcamp. And today I'm going to review the new album from King Shaolin, Mind Game.
Music review. Music review.
King Shaolin is a Slovak pop rock band, let's say, and they are also probably the busiest club band in Slovakia because they play like 100 gigs per year on average, which is like pretty impressive. And as of now they've released 2 studio albums and 2 EPs, and the new album Mind Game, which I think came out somewhere around now, is their 3rd studio album, and this is actually my introduction to the band. I have listened to many of their songs on YouTube in forms of videos and so on, but this is actually the first album that I've listened from them. And the guitar player Michael, a colleague, he sent me the album, so as of now I've heard it 6 times. Let's dive right into the review. The first track happens to be also the title track, Mind Game, and I like that it opens up with a guitar riff, and even though it's essentially a pop song, I like that the guitar is very present in the verses, and it basically creates this idea of a real band underneath all of that production. And actually the production on this album is stunning. I do have to say that I can't really imagine better production than this, and it's actually the lead singer who was recording and mixing the album. I think that's pretty impressive. Also, this is a song I can imagine being played on like clubs or discos.
All that I know is that you were my home, sweet home, my only thought. Please, Lord, wake me up. Well, you can play this mind game. Sorry, I need to break your heart, baby. It's hard to...
It kind of feels like a more uplifting Imagine Dragons. This is kind of how I see King Shaolin, like very optimistic and very energetic version of Imagine Dragons. Get in Shape starts pretty much like a rock song. It's very up-tempo.
Day after day, and I turn my shit in my head, 'cause my head went down.
And then the chorus creates kind of a contrast because it's much more poppy, almost like indie pop, and very modern sounding.
Not that I don't care, but I'm sensing really lost. The desert in my chest can retain all the dust when I'm still alive.
And I like that from a production point of view there's always something going on, like there are always some new sounds, and basically when you listen to the songs you can always kind of like focus on different things. This also must be a great song on gigs to engage the audience. I like the dancey beat of the song, jiving.
Just to see your style and flow. Rock me hard, baby.
There's a lot of positive energy on this album, and basically these first 3 tracks are like the most up-tempo, the heaviest tracks, so to say, and I can imagine them being much heavier and much more rock live. I Ain't No Hound, I smell Imagine Dragons a little bit again here, and I like the more laid-back character of the track.
The time is drifting. Somebody bring me to rise, and I've been reaching the power that can break it down. Lift me up, send me down. Chest
Candy reminds me a little bit of a Brit pop duo Hertz. They are like a more romantic version of Depeche Mode. This is a very artistic track, and I like that underneath all of that melody there's a little bit of that melancholia hidden.
If they try to shoot me down, gonna need you to stay calm. I don't be red, I don't be just 'cause they're love. Just candy.
Similar in this regard is a track Oh Little Boy, which has almost like a gospel vibe. And again we hear a bit of that melancholia, especially towards the end with the addition of female vocals. Super Invincible starts slow, almost in that Lana Del Rey territory.
Sometimes I miss the point of being able to be write down everything, for I'm feeling so numb.
And then it brightens up and transforms into a more up-tempo song with a bit of that Britpop smell, which makes for a pretty different track.
I pray for more, I know I'm so small. From the universe I'm super invisible.
My design reminds me a bit of Maroon 5. This is like a dancey pop song, but it's slightly more on the predictable side. I think that this is probably the weakest track on the album.
Blindfold and mind can see through them lines. Using GPS within my chest is my design. Is my design. It's mine.
The final track, We Stand Together, is mainly based on acoustic guitar, which creates a much more intimate environment.
Well, I wanted to be so funny, instead I acted like a dummy. But it was worth all the money in the world. I really thought you would never keep me, yet now we share each other.
To sum up, I think that the intentions of King Shaolin are pretty clear. They are making music that's very accessible, very mass appealing, and they're actually doing it very well. That's why I'm kind of surprised they're not more famous, because, I mean, they pretty much have it all. Anyway, I would probably encourage them to maybe experiment a little more in terms of the songwriting. They can afford it, and they can write a few tracks that probably are a little less obvious in terms of melody. But this is a very, very uplifting record. This is what I like, that, you know, if you feel sad, or, you know, if you just want to get into a better mood, then this is a go-to record. Really, it cheers you up. And there's a lot of energy. I can imagine that these tracks breathe even more life live. If you like pop music, maybe if you like pop music with a bit of that rock edge, definitely check these guys out. I enjoyed this album, and actually I'm planning on checking out their older stuff as well. Have you heard this album already? You can let me know in the comment section below whether you agreed or disagreed with me. If you are a King Shaolin fan, you can let me know how well do you think it compares to their previous albums. Maybe which one is your favorite one, or which should I listen to next. You can follow me on Facebook or on Instagram. You can find links to both in the description of this video below. If you like this review, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. You can check out my own original music, my live performances, my worst to best series, and quite a lot of other reviews as well. Thanks a lot for watching.